Right, we're continuing with page 56, adjusting saturation with a sponge tool. Scroll out or zoom out if you need to. Select the sponge tool. It's hidden with the dodge. Here's the sponge tool. In the options bar, do the following. Move the slider to 150 or manually type it in. Hardness should be set to 0. Choose saturation from the mode. So up here, mode, we want to saturate. And the flow, we're going to enter 40%. Drag the sponge back and forth over the graffiti to the left of the girl to increase its saturation. The more you drag over an area, the more saturated the color becomes. So I'm just going to drag to the left. I should get to the right here a little bit too. Don't overdo it. Page 57, repairing areas with the clone stamp tool. The clone stamp tool uses pixels from one area of an image to replace the pixels of another part of an image. Using this tool, you can not only remove unwanted objects from your image, but you can also fill in missing areas of your photograph. So first off, select the clone stamp tool. This is where it's located. In the options bar, open up the brush pop-up menu and select our size 21, and hardness should be set to 0. Make sure that the aligned option is selected. So aligned up here is selected. Now we're going to go up here to window and we're going to choose clone source. Clone source to open up the clone source panel. This panel gives you greater control of the area you're cloning from. Select show. Okay, so here we go. And we want to have show overlay checked and clipped in the clone sources panel. Then make sure opacity is 100%. The overlay lets you see what you're cloning before you stamp it. Move the clone stamp tool over the darker bricks. I'm going to move this over a little bit. Just to the right of the hot spot on the wall. Here's a hot spot in the wall. So just to the right of it, move the clone stamp tool over the darker bricks just to the right of the hot spot on the wall. Alt click to start sampling. Alt and click to start sampling that little bit. Okay, I've got my cursor turns into crosshairs. Starting at the area just to the right of the girl's hat, drag the clone stamp tool to the right. Drag it to the right. Over the hot spot on the bricks. The clone overlay lets you see what will appear there. So I'm going to go back here. Clone stamp. There we go. I'm just going to continue. Alt to select. And Alt to select. Release Alt, and you can paint. And that will bring us to the end of part 2.